How's it going, everyone? I'm going to talk about Tesla, one of the biggest cap stocks out there. My analysis on it, as lots of eyes are on it, lots of shorts love it. So let's get right into the charts and see what we see here. But for Tesla, right in here, if you look at the weekly chart, you can get an understanding of, wow, we have a massive uptrend, right? This uptrend is really nice. Everything looks good and everything. So the easiest way to see an uptrend is, one, are the EMAs acting as support? Are they at the bottom of all the candles? And you can clearly see right in here, you have the EMA 5 acting as support. When price comes up, it comes near the 5 and it makes that next big leg up. You can see it right here, right here, right here, and so forth. But do keep in mind, the more you hit an EMA, it's just like support and resistance. You can break through it. I too think we can break through and hit this EMA 10. And that would be your next support line. And then so forth, your EMA 20 and then the 50. I only use these EMAs because you got to realize Tesla just falling right through and hitting the 20 is probably, pretty rare. It would have to cause a catalyst to do that, some negative news. But I don't see this just falling apart. I really don't. This is the first time where we had a nice, trend like this happening. You can see when the EMAs are below it, what tends to happen is what? We hit this EMA 5 right in here, we sell off. We hit the 10, we sell off. And then we go back and we hit the 5 and the 5 and we just keep selling off. And then we eventually break out and we do hit this 20, sell off some, and then we go up to the 50 and then sell off. But you can see how price works in waves. We hit the 5, we go to the 10, then we go to the 20, and then go to the 50. So it's going to work like that. But eventually, a stronger company will go back to an uptrend. And that's why it's very hard to short. I wouldn't short long term at all on a company like this. This is going to be in an uptrend as the years go by. We can look at the monthly chart and you can see, whoa, look at this. The monthly has just been insane. All the way back in 2019, this has continued its uptrend, right? All the way back in here, you can see the EMAs acting as support, just in the same scenario. We hit the 5, we go up, 5 go up. Obviously, these are lots, bigger time frames, and then we go to the 10, we finally go to the 20, and we go up, and then we finally go to the 50, and we go up. And that's the circumstance I'm showing. But how would we, understand, what if we do want to play the flip side of the coin? I did short Tesla when we did see a weekly candle pierce this upper band. The reason why I have these upper bands, I have this upper Keltner channel, and then this green band is an extreme buy zone. So when price gets that, you can play against the trend. And that's totally fine and revert it back to the mean. So when price gets, really overextended, well, we know price is going to go back to that EMA 5 at the very least. And so a price range from this to this EMA 5 is a 17% gain. That is actually a pretty good gain. And as you can see, we did exactly that, right? We went down about a 15% drop from this high here, going all the way back near this EMA 5. And if you're doing options and you're buying puts, that's a massive gain, right? We also have a lot of big selling pressure. This is not something we want to take notice or just forget about. Look at this top candle here, and then look at this wick here. This is a classic candle that says there's strong selling pressure. Once we see a big lower, upper wick like this, that means, okay, something's not right about this. Can we go further to the downside, right? The sellers were really strong here. The buyers took it up, and then we come back down, right? Another candle to realize is, too, look on this weekly candle. It's almost like a doji. Everyone knows that a doji is indecision. No buyers or sellers are in control. Obviously, this is not a perfect doji. There's not really anything perfect in trading, but you could see, when we had this long lower wick here, price goes up, hits this EMA 5, and we pump, right? So where would I look to get it? If I know EMAs will eventually break, maybe I would look for price to come to this 10 area. Maybe I think, maybe we're due for kind of a pullback, okay? And the good thing about a company like this is we know in time this company goes up and up and up and over the years. We've seen way back, when this company is, it's just been going up. But we don't want to get caught off guard where, you see way back here in 2020, we had this nice solid uptrend. When you hit this upper band, that means the uptrend is very, very strong. Like, for example, right in here, look at it. We just kept climbing, right? Kept climbing. And then guess what? We come back down to this EMA 10. We hit a massive 30% move in literally a week. We come back to the EMA 20, and we get a nice little bounce. and then we get to the EMA 50, and this was the big area. So it doesn't have to work like perfect, right? If I see price, for example, come back to this EMA 10, okay, price will have to dip down 16%. It's possible. Then I would start my ad right in here. And so essentially what I do as far as when I trade with the trend, it's impossible to get the most exact entry. So I draw a rectangle and I say, this is my buy zone, okay? The minute I see an EMA 10 touch, I would start buying. For example, it's at 364. It's gonna be different each day. As you can see, each day this EMA 10 goes up as every week because we're in an uptrend. So my ads are all the way in here, and then I'd be like, okay, if it doesn't work right away, then I sell covered calls. Okay, this is what I'm currently doing in the Discord with one of my favorite longer term stocks. I'm investing in an AI stock. So let's just say it just goes right through the 10 and goes right through the 20. Okay, worst case scenario, it could go right through and just hit the EMA 50. I don't see that happening. It has to have a catalyst to break through all these EMAs just like that. And if it does, I have no doubt in time that Tesla will keep going up and up. I don't think this is the end for Tesla. Okay. So yeah, this is a very thing. We can look at the analysts. You know, we have tons of analysts. A lot of people try to short one of the favorite stocks in the market, which is kind of crazy to me. Betting against Elon Musk. But yeah, I don't mind shorting it for reversion to the mean, okay? I do think if price comes up to this ATR4, one, you can either just lay off and be like, okay, I definitely don't want to buy it up in this red band, or two, you can take that nice reversion to the mean to the EMA 5, okay? You can look at the daily chart. You can see here, price has just been going up and up and up. When we hit this red band on a daily, you can get the more precise entry. You can see what happens. Price comes back to this EMA 10, comes back up to this upper ATR4. What happens? Price comes back and reverse to that EMA 5 and 10. And then we kind of consolidate all through here. So, and that's what I'm saying. You know, I like to look at a weekly time frame because I like to trade on a stronger signal, but you can see how the daily kind of helps you see, okay, you can see just here we had a 2x touch here on this upper band, and that's one of my favorite signals, you know, for reversion to the mean, to the very least to that EMA 5, right? EMA 10 is just icing on the top of the ice cream. I mean cherry on top of the ice cream. But then if we go to the EMA 20, we very well. I have a rule, if you don't touch the EMA 20 in 2 months on the daily, it's often going to touch it. So 1104 is our last touch on the EMA 20. It's 1207. So 1104 to 1204, and then 1204 to 104 would be 2 months. So I can fairly easily see Tesla hitting this EMA 20 on the daily. And that would kind of in line with the EMA 5 on the weekly. So remember, like the EMA 20 on a daily is kind of the same as the EMA 5 on a weekly. And that's why I just use the weekly and give me a more of a bigger picture. Like, what is the trend actually doing? The weekly is super bullish. There's no reason to doubt Tesla looking at the chart. This is this is what the algos are telling us. They know in time, you know, this is a very bullish chart. And then that's what we have done here. You know, when it's time, how often do these uptrends and downtrends last? Well, you can see right in here, this downtrend lasted from 9:30 of 2022, and it started ending right up in here at 6:02. So, I mean, 10, 11, 12, you know, that was a very, very long, you know, they can last for about a year, right? This uptrend just recently kind of started here. You can kind of see that right in here, we kind of see this EMA 50 acting as support. So I can see right in here, we just started this thing not too long ago. You know, this was only like 3 months that it started on a weekly chart. So what I'm personally doing, I'm going to wait for the EMA 10. I could definitely see it bouncing on this EMA 5. I can definitely see that. If we go to this EMA 10, I'm going to buy it at this EMA 10, and then I'm going to buy some more at the EMA 20. And if it just doesn't work for me, then I will sell covered calls in the Discord, let you guys know my exact strike. And it's just like real estate. I'm going to let someone borrow my shares and make money. But because I know as time goes, one, we have a weekly uptrend. It's, you know, this can last for a very long time. And I think in time, this is going to keep going up. I have no doubt about it. So, and that's how I would trade some of these bigger cap stocks that are kind of overextended. But I had no doubt that this just keeps going up. Would I buy it if it hits this red band? No. So that's the point of this video is understand the big things here. Do you really want to buy it when it hits this upper band? And look at this. Then you're down 10% on Tesla, 11%, 12%. And it's just not really, it just gives you a bad taste to it. You're like, man, I'm down a lot on Tesla, right? And if you did options and did call options, then yeah, you're kind of screwed because you're trying to base it on time alone. I recommend shares. Um, it's a lot easier. If you want to do the inverse, you can do inverses of Tesla, like the 2 times the daily, 2 times bull. You can look up Tesla and you can see like right in here, if you want to do the inverse, you can do TSLZ. If you want to do puts, I did this instead in the Discord, and it jumped pretty massive for us. You can see right in here, we had this nice bounce here on this lower band, and it started pumping up over 30%, I believe. So from this low to here was 30% gain. But as far as me with Tesla, I'm very bullish. I don't see any reason why not to be bullish. I'm just trying to get a better entry. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get weekly EMA 10. I think this is a nice solid support zone. As you can see right in here, it took a couple candles to break this. We had right in here, we hit this, rejected, hit this, rejected, hit this, rejected. It took about 3 weeks to reject this. So what I can see, like around this area, price comes back to this resistance. You know, we took a while to break out, come back to retest that, and then make a new high. So something like this, obviously it doesn't have to be perfect, but something like this kind of pattern, right? We hit this, maybe it goes a little lower. Well, I'll buy more at the EMA 20, and then we eventually the end game, maybe it might take a month that we make a new high, but I think in the end game, we keep scaling up. So hope you guys like this video. Hope this video helped you guys out. This is my strategy on trading with the trend on bigger cap stocks, and if they don't work immediately, I have a backup plan on selling covered calls that I would love to show you guys. Basically, it's like owning real estate. I give you guys, I let people rent my shares out. By the expiration, I collect passive income by the expiration. So for example, the one I'm doing, I'm making around $300 every 3 weeks just renting my shares out. And then in time, I know the bigger picture. As I'm looking at a chart like Tesla, it's in an uptrend, so it should keep going up, but maybe it takes, a week or two, a month of consolidation, or just, slows down, and then it finally goes. So that's what happens. So that's my big thesis. I love bigger cap stocks. I think they're the most passive and best way to do it because you're not on a time frame, right? You have a solid company, the fundamentals are good, and with Elon and Trump together in office, I don't see how this slows down. I think this is 2025 is going to be an amazing year for Tesla. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, if you do want to join, hit the link down below in the YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll be in my description too. And if you click that link, it'll take you to this free chat landing page. All you have to do, if you want to become a member, it'll take you to this free chat, but just hit day trade alerts. You won't regret it. It's one of the best services. You get day trades and swing trades alerted to your phone, exactly what I'm doing, and it's $12 a month. It's probably one of the cheapest. One trade alert can make you years and years worth of it. But I have a unique twist on how to do my day trades that have an over 90% win ratio. A lot of day traders lose. It's just the facts in the market. But the way I do it is a very unique way of doing it, and I can't wait to show you guys that. And I have no doubt you can make passive income every day. And then my swing trades are going to be alerted in the swing trade alerts. So if you want them both, hit day trade alerts. You can read about my server shop here, the 2 memberships. Day and Swing Trading Plus is $12. If you just want swing trades, it's $6. I highly recommend the Day and Swing Trading Plus. That way, the swing trades take time to develop, and you're doing day trades every day. And if you do subscribe, do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. It's a lot better on computer. And if you only have Android, you will have to do it on computer because they're having issues with Android at the moment. Hopefully that gets fixed. But if you only have a phone and it's Android, well, then you can just do your phone's browser like Google or Safari. Just don't use the app when you subscribe. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to next week. This is the Discord. It looks like this. Lots of stuff. You'll be a part of the community, and I think you guys are going to learn a lot. Peace out. Happy trading, and I'll see you guys next week.